Hey, welcome to Long Distance Sisters.
I'm Tori.
I'm McKenna.
And I'm Sabrina.
Come chat with us while we're far apart.
Okay, let's get started.
I don't think I have the patience for that.
You just sit with oil in your mouth for 20 minutes?
Yeah, I would definitely gag. I feel like I would not be able to do that.
Gag or just accidentally without thinking swallow all of it and then you're just
yeah.
And you're like, oh, just keep whitening strips in your mouth for 5 hours.
Oh god.
But look at
so
my
you just
teeth.
have to go to the dentist
and
ask them to do the sand blaster thing.
Oh.
Blast it off. It's like baking soda and they with high pressure and they it's like sanding your teeth.
Is there any way to whiten your teeth that's safe? Oh, oil pulling does sound safe, I guess, yeah.
Yeah, you just have to have the patience to put coconut oil in your mouth for 20 minutes a day. Yeah.
But apparently the more spicy treatments that the dentists do are safe.
Well, yeah.
I think dad or mom, one of them did whitening through the dentist.
Yeah, but they're bougie, so they are I'll pay out of pocket for that. I'm like, dang.
But also if Serena, you have a bond on your tooth, the bond will not whiten. So if you got your teeth whitened at the dentist, your bond wouldn't whiten. I mean, you could get it redone to match, but
yeah. I
mean,
it wouldn't
whiten with your teeth.
My bond probably needs to get redone soon anyway. So, and then they just match it to whatever color your teeth are. So,
yeah.
Thanks, McKenna, for the lifelong injury. The lifelong
I have
injury.
two too. Because
yeah,
you know those two little boys? You know the two little boys I babysat in Australia?
No.
And one of them one time threw a book at me that he wanted me to read him and it chipped my tooth. And I didn't notice for months because it chipped off from the front. So it took me a long time to notice and I was like, oh, that time that my tooth hurt when he threw the book at me, I know this is when it happened.
Well, you know, I still have a little dent right here from when you threw a toothpaste bottle at my head.
Yeah.
Whatever. And I have a cracked tooth for the rest of my life. I have Sabrina Carpenter's new song stuck in my head.
I know.
It's so cute. Mother, yeah.
It sounds so country when she says it. Motherfucker.
I love it. I mean, it's she's a pop star. Oh, I'm gonna talk about this later. We'll save it.
Okay. So, welcome to our mid-year report. If you haven't heard of the report trend on TikTok or other platforms, I found out about it via a podcast. It is yet to pop up on my TikTok until probably after we record this. So a report is basically an acronym. The R is for reading, the E is for eating, P is for playing, O is for obsessing, the second R is for recommending, and T is for treating. So it's just a little check-in, a little organized check-in. And we figured we'd do a mid-year one with you. In case you're doing anything that maybe won't be our overall year favorites, but something we're into at least right now. And to check in with each other.
Yes. Okay, well, Tori's supposed to go first, but she's carrying us away.
I'll talk like this.
You can talk with an American accent.
I gotta put my Irish accent.
You can't.
I've been practicing my New Zealand accent.
Oh, God. Why?
Welcome back to Animal Training Academy podcast.
There is this really cute girl. I think she makes TikToks, but I mean, I watch her on YouTube. Her name's Bridie Drake. That came out more British. She's Australian, but she's so cute. I love her. And she's so funny. So funny. But her name's Bridie Drake. She owns a pajama company, which is interesting. But I love her pajamas. And she's just so funny. I love her. But Bridie, bride, Y at the end. That is her name. And I'm like, wow. So Australian. And she's like, let's go for an Arvo swim. That's her thing. An Arvo swim. Like, yeah. What the heck, Tori?
I don't know. I'm struggling. Okay.
Whoa, that
Okay,
looks so official.
what are you reading?
Okay, so I finally did. I finished the Throne of Glass series. Sabrina's almost
Yes.
there, right?
Almost there. Well, I haven't
Um,
started the last book yet.
okay. I finally finished Throne of Glass. It it was good payoff.
Mm.
I wish the series was more consistently like good. I mean, it was good. The
Mm.
end of every book was good, of course.
Yeah.
But like, I do wish there was a little bit more. I don't know, just a little bit more. Like, obviously, there were
Mm.
great moments. Like, I'm glad I read it. I don't regret reading
Mm.
it because, but I don't know. I feel like the last book was super hyped and it
Mm.
was good. I was expecting more. And
Oh.
I think what the last book did great was like the whole book was really good. Like, there weren't really slow moments, which I
Mm.
appreciate. Like, I love a fast-paced book. I think
Mm.
Empire of Storms was fast-paced and Kingdom of Ash was just as fast-paced, if not
Mm.
more.
Mm.
But I just wish the end was a little bit more like oomph to it. I don't know. But yeah, Throne of Glass, highly recommend if you like fantasy. Um, and badass girlies. It's a great read. Okay, yesterday I started a book called We Were Liars.
Oh, I've heard of that.
It's good, and I'm like 40 pages from finishing already. I mean,
Oh
it's
my
not very long. It's like
gosh.
250 pages, but
Oh my
it's
gosh.
it's really good for what it is. It's like a YA thriller kind of situation,
Mm.
not really thriller, more mystery.
Mm.
Um, of like a girl, she had like an accident one summer, but she had amnesia from the accident, and so she's trying to figure out like what happened to her. Yeah,
Oh.
very
Okay.
intriguing. Yeah.
Who's the
That
author?
sounds
E. Lockhart? Lockwood?
Lockhart
Lockhart?
sounds right.
I think it's Lockhart. I could grab it, but my thing will fall again. So,
That's on my TBR. I heard it's really good.
well, I'll give it to you.
Yeah, there's so many books I'm planning
Girl,
on
I
borrowing
know.
from you.
Girl, I know. I went to Barnes& and Nobles yesterday, and like 4 books I've wanted were on the like buy one get one 50% off, and so I bought 4 books.
Oh
I was
my
like, what?
gosh.
So it's
Oops.
basically buy 3 get 1 free.
That's not as good a deal. No, I've done
I
the
feel
math.
like I
I've
feel like
done
you
the
should
math.
charge us for borrowing your book story so you can like
No.
well,
That's
because
not
she's
how
she's the
library
one
works.
she's the one who's spending all the money on the books and then we just borrow them from her. So
That's
it's
Well, we
okay.
like,
could just get it from a library.
Yeah.
but can you, if
Getting
they're
it from Tori's
popular?
library.
No, if they're a popular book,
And certain
no
books I
library
want to
has
get
them.
rid of. Like you want to keep the cycle
Hmm.
going so you get new books. So it's okay. Certain books, obviously, like I want to keep forever, but some I don't need
Hmm.
to. I enjoyed them and pass them on to someone else to enjoy.
You're right.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
I
she
would charge.
borrowed a book from me. So, you know. And my
Balance
bookshelf,
songbirds.
I asked her if
Oh
she
my
had the
gosh. Speaking of which, the
my bookshelf.
announcement this week, guys, for the next Hunger Games book.
Yeah.
What?
She
Sunrise
announced
on
the
the
book and the
Reaping.
movie at the same time.
Yeah.
What is it?
Sunrise
Uh,
on the Reaping. It's the second Cour de Quell, so Haymitch's
So,
Hunger Games.
Haymitch's Games.
And then the book is coming out March 18th next year, and the movie's
Unknown if
coming
it
out
will be,
around Thanksgiving 2026.
yeah. Unknown if it will be like Haymitch's book or if it's gonna be more of President Snow in another
Oh.
time. Maybe some
Mm.
POV from Haymitch, but if it'll be
Mm.
kind of a follow-up from Songbirds
Yeah.
or what, we don't know.
I really want
Wow.
it to be on the 11th Hunger Games to see how much Coriolanus did in a year, and because that's Max's games. Um,
Mm.
and I just want to hit like all people's favorite
Well,
characters.
I swear I heard that they're doing like a TV series too. And so I thought the TV series was gonna be like each season is like another game, just kind of consecutively, but maybe that was just a rumor.
I don't know, but the illustrated edition of the first Hunger Games book is coming out later this year.
Cool.
It's already on my wish list for
Nice.
Christmas. Why I
Anyway, all right. So that was my R.
Nice.
my R. So I'm currently reading 3 books at one time. So 2 of them are for my Hyperion Hype Club podcast. Join me for book club at Hyperion Hype Club. Link is always down below. So the book I'm doing like multiple deep dives on this season is Peter and the Starcatchers. I decided to go away from Kingdom Keepers, and that's by Ridley Pearson, aka the author of Kingdom Keepers, and Dave Barry. And then I'm also gonna do a shorter review on So This Is Love, which is from the Twisted Tale series. So this is by Elizabeth Lim, and it's like a twist on Cinderella's story. And like the front cover says, like, what would happen if Cinderella never tried on the glass slipper? So I'll leave my thoughts for Hyperion Hype Club. Come join. My bedtime read to get me to go to sleep faster, hello Bluey, is The Origin of Species.
Does that mean a boring origin of speech?
Yeah, that'll put you to sleep.
There are
I
parts
go.
that there are definitely parts I've skipped, like 8 pages just on pigeons. I didn't feel the need to read it. And like, you know that cladogram where it like, or whatever the diagram is, where it goes like new species, and then like all branch off. He went on for pages explaining that, and I was like, I'm not gonna
Snore.
read this because I
It's
already got
more.
this.
It's not really a book you're supposed to read cover to cover. It's like a reference book.
I just felt like it. So
Okay.
maybe I'm like almost a quarter of the way through. Get it
Almost
done.
a quarter.
Exciting.
I feel that. I'm in a similar situation. I'm not reading The Origin of Species. I'm reading an actual book. But it's well, I'm reading 2 books right now. And this one book that I find very boring, I'm only like 80 or 90 pages in, and I think I want to quit. I think I want to quit this book, which I hate doing, but it's like I've been trying to read it since March, and it's like I'm only 80 pages in. And I've read so many other books
What is it called?
since then.
Did you say?
Oh, I guess I should say. It's called Desert Solitaire. It is written from the perspective of like it's a nonfiction, and it is one of the first rangers in Arches National Park in like the 50s. And like his writing style, it's just like very self-important. Like he's writing like how I would imagine like Henry David Thoreau would write about like Walden Pond or something. Like it's like such like a like
Pretentious.
very pretentious, inflated way of writing that I'm like, just tell me about the snake that you saw outside your trailer. I don't need this whole description like about like the dance the snake does along the sand and your fear, but you're not afraid. Like you can conquer the snake and conquer your fear. And it's like, shut up. Just tell me about the fun encounter with a snake. And so I'm not enjoying it like I thought I would. And I'm just like, do I stop? Because I thought it like yeah, I don't know. It's
He's
not
wordy. Charles
great.
Darwin is also wordy. His book could be like 20% the
Mhm.
length that it is.
Yeah, it's like
not
it's
really
kind
meant for
what are we doing to
entertainment.
people? Yeah. But this book, he just like well, I have very different opinions than him. And there's like obviously like sexism just like in this book everywhere. Like just little things like are just like kind of sexist. And I'm like, why'd you say it like that? Or he like was writing about how like these very natural worlds should just stay natural, like they shouldn't become accessible to people. And I'm like, I have a very differing opinion of that, where I'm like, this is public land, like it shouldn't just be accessible to those who are able-bodied. And but that's what he's saying is like it should, if you're not able to walk there, you shouldn't go there. Like you shouldn't be allowed to go there. And I'm like, I disagree. And so I'm just finding myself very angry reading this book.
Well, then don't read
And
it. Don't stress yourself
yeah,
out.
it just
Don't
but
raise your
I like
cortisol
I
levels.
like I picked it up to read it because someone was like, "Oh my God, it's so good." And I was like,
Don't be
mm.
friends with that person.
Well, well, he's a potential employer.
Yikes.
Don't
But
be
then my
employed by that person.
no, he's very nice. Um, but the actual series that I have been reading instead of this, it's called Spark of the Everflame by Penn Cole. There are 3 books, and the 4th book is coming out in July. But it's really good. It's like a fun fantasy series. Like it's one of those books where it's like, you read ACOTAR, now consider reading this series. Like it's that. But it only came out, the first
Romance.
3 books came out last summer. Yeah, it's a romantasy type series. The one thing that I don't love about it is it's kind of very predictable. Like a lot of things are very predictable. Or some things are very obvious and you're kind of like, is the like why is everyone in this world oblivious to this thing? That like after 2 hints at it, you know what's gonna happen. But like
Oh
they
yeah.
don't get it. Like, and I'm just like, oh my
When I was
God,
reading
realize.
Crown of Midnight, I was texting Tori and I was like, but this is so obvious. Like I don't want to say
I
No
any
comment.
spoilers, but I'm just like,
No
I text
comment.
Tori too. I just text her. I'm like, what
I love it. Well, I can't say anything back. I'm like, ugh.
Yeah.
yeah. Serena, when are you gonna read Fourth Wing then?
Um, when I can
Whenever she
borrow
can
Tori's
afford
copy.
Because before a little before like the 3rd book comes out next January, we gotta do Fourth Wing theories. Also
Oh,
for
I see.
my singular Hunger Games theory. Yeah.
Anyway,
Okay,
Eating.
next, eating.
am I going first again?
Yeah.
All
What is
right.
this?
Well, I have rediscovered the baked potato. Okay.
Yes.
Yeah.
Because okay, like we were in a rut of like, being like chicken veggie rice, chicken veggie rice, chicken veggie rice, chicken veggie rice, a different sauce or whatever. And then I was like, a baked potato is more nutritious and just as filling as rice for your carb. So let's switch to baked potatoes. And now I've been using baked potatoes as my base for everything. And I discovered the perfect way to cook the perfect baked potato. So the skin gets a little crispy, it's nice and salty. Is you cook it like you put your potatoes, of course, like you poke them and put some olive oil and salt on them. And then you cook them in the oven in a cast iron skillet. Because something about it, I think, like it, holds the heat and the skillet is hot. And so it makes them get crispy and they're cooked within an hour. Whereas sometimes, I would do it in like the foil before and I would check them at an hour and I'd be like, they still need time, It's consistent. And I'll like load the skillet. Like I'll make a bunch at once so they have them for the week to just like pull out and eat with an egg or something. And like, no matter how many's in there, they're done in less than an hour. And crispy.
Wow.
Crispy.
Wow. That's pretty
Sometimes
good.
I'll make 1 or 2 at a time in like our air fryer toaster oven thing. And usually that's done in like 40 minutes
Yeah, so good.
at like 375-ish.
I microwave it for like 4 minutes, cut it into wedges, put it in the air fryer for 5 minutes, and then
I do that
I don't have a
sometimes.
microwave.
yeah.
How can you not have a microwave?
Well, here's my dilemma.
There's
My
no
house doesn't come with a microwave. I don't have a lot of counter space, and getting a microwave would take up a lot of counter space for something that we would use a couple times a week because we eat
No.
lunch out of our house. And eventually we're gonna redo the kitchen and then we'll put in a built-in one anyway. So I don't want to buy it now. It's
Yeah,
fine.
well,
Reheat on
big
the
It's fine.
stove or in the air fryer. It's
Sure, sure,
fine.
sure. Whatever you gotta tell yourself.
baked potatoes. Okay. Um,
McKenna.
I don't know. I feel like this year I got back into dry roasted edamame, and especially right now, like
This
right now, I usually have like two flavors at a time, like sea salt and wasabi, and I'll either eat them just like by the handful. I'll put them with lunch or dinner. I'll mix them in with popcorn, whatever. But I like just when you mix the wasabi and the sea salt, you can't usually tell which one will give you a nose tingle. So it's like a
Oh.
little game too when you're eating.
Oh God.
Little
Which one will
gamble.
cause pain? Ooh.
Yeah, I get the Sea Point Farms edamame.
Very nice, very nice. I made bagels this past week,
So,
and I made cinnamon raisin bagels because I had raisins and I had flour, and I said, sounds like I could make a bagel. And and
That's it. That's all you need, raisins and flour.
well, and the other stuff. I had all the ingredients and I was like, okay. So I did it late at night and it was great. And like the yeast yeasted, it rose. Like like usually I always like, you put your dough in the bowl and you're like, okay, it's gonna rise, quote unquote, because it never actually really does rise. Like you look back later and you're like, I think it's a little bigger. That's what she said. Anyway, so um you guys didn't laugh at that, but someone out there's laughing. Um um but like the dough actually like expanded and I could hear it. Like I put like my roommate was like, oh my God, I think the yeast is like I can hear your bread. And like I put my ear to it and you could hear like the air bubbles. It was so great. Anyway, but I made bagels.
Did it taste good?
So sure.
Did you boil them?
Yeah.
Ooh,
Yeah.
fancy.
Boil, egg wash, put in the oven.
You should
I mean,
follow.
they're
There's this girl I follow that she makes a lot of things, and not as like this is a baking account, but she's just like just a girly, and she's just sometimes like, yeah, I'm gonna make, but she'll make bagels, she'll make like all kinds of stuff. Her name is Glow on TikTok.
well. Hmm, okay,
Glow, and
okay.
her full name's Gloria, and she's a girl that lives in Philly and is a teacher. So you should look her
Oh,
up
nice.
because her content's super cute. Anyway, playing. I don't really get this one. Like, just like, what are you doing for fun?
What's an activity you've done? You drank by the pool today. That's your activity.
I went boating and well, we went out on a boat today, and then the boat started smelling like burned rubber and smoke. So we went back in. So it was very short-lived boat time. And then we went in the pool instead. So
You
yeah,
have a friend with a
being
boat?
near water. Yes, Jen and Kate's mom has a boat. She lives on a lake. She has a pool and a boat. And
Ah,
we tried. So yeah, basically I live in Florida. It's summer. I just need to be near water in order to have a good time. So that's what we did today.
very
We also went
yeah.
to the beach last weekend. So yeah.
very nice.
I went to the Niall Horan concert last week.
Oh,
My best friend Delaney.
nice.
And she was like, I don't listen to Niall Horan, but I'll come.
Yeah.
Because Ryan got us tickets for my birthday. So she didn't just spend money on a ticket for an artist she doesn't know. But now she's like in love with Niall. And she keeps sending me Niall Horan TikToks because he's all over her feed now.
Oh my
And I'm like,
gosh. I just was never like a boy bander and I like not because they were bad, just because I like specifically was like, I don't want to jump on this train. Like I
he's
never
not
had
a
Bieber
boy bander
fever.
anymore.
But like he's like a lot of his fan base comes because of his boy band.
Okay,
Yeah.
and so what?
I just like
So, like,
That's
you
all
didn't
she's
it's
exist
saying.
hard
because of that?
That wasn't her
that's
fandom.
no, what I'm saying is it's just hard for me to
All
like
my
those things
fandoms
because I've
were
like
definitely like actors, like people, like guys in shows where they were like romantic, and I'd be like, oh, soon.
Well, that's what
swoon.
got me with Josh Hutcherson watching Little
Yeah.
Manhattan.
Judge Hutcherson and Bridgerton Terabithia. Swoon. Little me,
Swoon.
swoon.
Swoon. That
Okay,
guy who
Serena.
played Peter Pan in the live action Peter Pan. You know what I
Yeah,
Oh,
mean?
yeah.
Jeremy
Yeah.
Piven.
Is that his name? I didn't know his name.
He's married to someone. Wait, like someone we
No,
know.
duh. Oh,
Or like I was
someone
But
we
like,
know?
like an actually
Arthur,
like notable girl. Let's look.
or like I was into Arthur Bowen, who is
Like someone
Albus
that
Severus.
surprised me. Oh wait, I don't know this bitch.
Oh, rude.
Wait, maybe I do. Hold on, let me.
I don't know who Josh Hutcherson's dating.
Elizabeth Treadway.
Do you know her from the live action Peter Pan? Because maybe she was Wendy.
They did stay friends though. That's cute.
Aw, forgive me, Peter, my lost fearless leader. It's a Taylor Swift song, McKenna.
It was
It's one of her
in
new
the album.
songs.
I heard
Yeah,
it.
it's called Peter. Yeah, it's cute. You're reading
heard
that
it
book
when I
about
was-
Peter Pan. You should listen to it.
I have listened to it.
Listen again. Okay, well, while she's doing this, McKenna.
I already went.
Oh, what did you say?
My playing was nothing
Oh,
hour.
you went until now. Horrid.
All right, Serena.
I apologize to my parents for this. I I went camping by myself on Friday night.
Serena.
I was fine.
Were
I
you
slept
really by
last week.
yourself?
Yeah, I was fully alone.
Serena.
And stop. And I for the past week I've been making custom window covers for my car. So I like went to Lowe's and I bought reflective insulation and then I like traced the shape of all my windows and then cut the shape out of the insulation and put Velcro on all my windows. And so then I had covers to put over everything. So I could sleep in my car because then I could lock my car and that feels much safer. Like if I'm
Yeah,
gonna camp alone and everything. And then no one can like peek in because
right.
all the windows are covered and stuff. And I have two camping chairs, and so I put them outside my car, so it looks like there are two people there.
Yeah, yeah. Smart.
But then basically, so I just camped and then went hiking in a trail the next morning that was right near there. So it was like so nice and convenient because I, got to do a little camping, and then got to do a nice hike early that otherwise, like, I would have had to do much later in the day if I had stayed at home and stuff. But I was like, it was my first time doing it alone, and like I stayed at a real campground. It was just like a free campground. So they didn't have like bear boxes or anything. So I just was like, I'm just not gonna bring food.
Yeah.
So well, I like didn't leave until the night before. So I had like dinner at home and then left. And then I got home the next day, like at like noon or something. But I was like, okay, my next step is learning how to make a bear bag.
Yeah. You mean you went on a hike without food?
Yeah.
Not even like a protein.
Serena.
I was fine.
Like not even
I
a
was fine.
bar?
Well, a lot of time, like I work out in the morning and I haven't eaten yet, so it's the same thing.
Ugh, I've tried that. It makes me lightheaded.
Until you
Well,
pass out
get on my
on a
level.
trail.
I've only been doing this for 6 years, so
Yeah.
Okay. Well,
but it was nice.
Obsessing.
yeah.
Okay, I would say I have been obsessing with all the pop music girlies that are just having their moments right now.
Stop saying girlies. It's cringe.
Why?
It's too
Why?
much. You keep saying
Well,
it
I'm a
too much.
millennial, deal with it.
No, no, you can fight this.
Well, what do I say then? Say,
Girls,
girl,
the pop girls, the pop women.
queen.
Because
The queen, sure, queens is better than girlies. I can't do too many girlies.
All right. But like, obviously Taylor. Although Taylor's moment was more like last year. I feel like.
she's
Well,
Um,
she just released a 31
like
song
last
album.
summer. But like, last
Oh, yeah.
summer
It's
was like
not,
the summer of Taylor. It's not the
yeah.
same hype this summer, which is fine.
No, it's not.
That's
It's
fine.
not.
But like
Mhm.
Sabrina Carpenter, Chapel Roan, Olivia Rodrigo, like all these women, these
Mhm.
strong independent women, and
Mhm.
like they're just like changing pop. Like I feel like pop music has been kind of like blah for a long time. It's been all this stuff that sounds the same.
Mhm.
And like they're just killing it right now and like putting out absolute bangers that sounds
Mhm.
so unique and so like they have their own unique styles and
Mhm.
they're just so good.
So good.
And they're like their aesthetics are good, their performances are good, like they actually can sing, like
Mhm.
just loving
Yeah.
it.
Like they can really perform. Like they're really
Yeah,
good
they're putting on a
performers.
real performance. There's
Yeah.
like themes and motifs to their albums and their aesthetic and
Mhm.
like it just all works. Like they've created these perfect little brands for themselves, which
Mhm.
like it's just so good.
Mhm.
And I'm loving witnessing it and benefiting
Mhm.
from it with good music.
Mhm.
And
Yeah.
yeah.
Yes, I to add to that because I had Sabrina Carpenter on my list. Like her like Palm Springs like 50s 60s girl
Yeah,
vibe. Like I love it. Like she's just a pop star. Like she is a
is she
pop star.
exactly.
is she
And I
actually
like that she
pregnant?
no.
Oh, I saw a rumor.
I doubt
Let's
it. I
not
highly doubt
judge
it.
women's bodies.
No, I don't think that's what that was.
That's what
Probably people
people
were just like,
do.
well,
People
yeah, but
like
I don't.
see like girls have a little bit of a belly and they're like, oh my god, she's pregnant.
I
Yeah,
felt
but
I
that probably
like
wasn't what McKenna was
because of
mentioning.
that, I felt I waited until the day after Rihanna's Super Bowl performance to look up whether she was pregnant. I was
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
no, there's no way she's not.
Well,
That
she was kind of obvious, actually.
But she didn't say it, and so I was like,
But yeah.
is she? I get that. I think I felt that too. But
But
yeah,
people
like
just
I
did that
just
to Taylor Swift not long ago. Like,
yeah,
no,
and
I
Lady
saw that.
Gaga.
yeah. And it's like,
They just
I
did to
mean,
Lady
I
It's
Gaga.
know
happening all this
McKenna's not judging them on that, but whoever wrote that article was.
Probably is, yeah.
I don't know. I didn't click
It
on
is annoying.
the clickbait, but
Yeah, but yeah, and I like that. Well, with Sabrina Carpenter, she's been making music for a long time.
Mm-hmm.
Like she's or like her last album, Emails I Can't Send or whatever. That was like her fourth or fifth album.
Yeah.
Like
And
she's
the
been in
first
the
one that
game
had
for a
any
while.
real traction, like
Yeah,
outside of
because
the
yeah,
Disney World, because of Taylor.
well, because of the nonsense outros.
Yeah. But that because Taylor was having her open mostly.
No, her outros were going viral all that summer, and then it was announced way after that she was
But
going on tour
I
with
thought she
Taylor.
opened for her a few times last summer too. For a
No,
little.
I don't think it didn't start till international stuff, I think.
Okay. I don't know.
I mean, she obviously was already going to do it with Taylor,
Yeah.
but
But yeah,
like it,
no, definitely like good call it? Marketing.
yeah.
Using social media in like an actually brilliant way
Mhm. Yeah.
to create this
I
hype
thought,
around the nonsense outros, which if you're
mhm.
not familiar, like she sings a different outro at every show, so then it was making people like seek out and tune in to see like what the outro
Yeah.
was. And so
Yeah,
like
and they
people
are,
looking up
yeah.
frequently and getting her just more and more in the formula,
Mhm.
in the
Mhm.
algorithm.
Yeah.
and really
It
worked in a
worked.
way.
Yeah.
And then like
But
putting out singles at the exact right moments, like
mhm,
has been great.
yeah. And she had such a specific like look in all of those videos
Yeah.
that went viral of her doing out like she, she's very hearts and she wears all these like cute short skirts and
She looks like a
corset
brat
tops and like
doll.
yeah, she looks like a doll. Like she's so
Like people
cute.
were like, last summer was Barbie summer, but Sabrina's doing brats. She's
Yeah.
bratz.
That's so funny. I feel like that works with
Taylor's
like
Barbie,
Chappell
Sabrina's
Roan.
bratz.
I feel like that works with like Chappell Roan and Olivia
Yeah.
Rodrigo. Like, oh, it's the Bratz dolls now.
Hmm.
Like it's
Yeah,
there somewhere. That's
exactly. But
funny.
Sabrina literally was like, she was wearing those
Oh yeah.
platform chunky heels, the hearts, the big
Mhm.
lips, the big like swoopy
Hair,
hair,
yeah. Hmm.
tons of like blush and like
Yeah.
yeah, these like sexy outfits, but like not in a way that was like too little clothes. And like
Yeah. Hmm.
just
Just like
like
cute, fun.
accentuating her
Love.
curves. That's it.
Hmm.
Very brats like behavior. Love it.
Hmm. Hmm.
It's so funny.
Yeah. So cute.
Okay.
Love.
Well,
Anyway, McKenna.
my obsessing thing is kind of boring. Um, water. Because if you didn't hear, Atlanta had multiple water mains break last week,
Oh.
or it was 2 weeks ago, 2 Fridays ago. Um, so I had no water, absolutely none. Couldn't even like flush a toilet for 2 days. And then I didn't have drinking water for another 4 days.
Oh.
So I was like taking showers at work since I work outside the perimeter of Atlanta highways.
Hmm.
Um, so like where I work wasn't affected, and I would like bring home drinking water from there so I could like brush my teeth, fill Steph's water bowl, wash
Hmm.
produce, and all this stuff that you don't think about.
Well, thank God your work wasn't effective. Isn't it at an aquarium?
Yeah, but the main aquarium was affected. They
Oh my
um
God.
so they recycle the main aquarium recycles 99.5% of their water already for the systems
Mhm.
themselves. So like
Yeah.
the animals still had water. But when it came to cleaning or doing water changes on the systems, they had to keep those super minimal. Um and they brought porta potties on site for staff. Staff had like you could try to shower after you dove, but it wouldn't be great water quality. So if you dove for that day, then you'd usually
Mhm.
wait till you got home to shower. So yeah, I was kind of like
Nice.
very conscious of our water usage.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, it went out on a Friday, got water back, got running water back on Sunday, got drinking water, cooking water, everything like that back on Thursday. And then
Wow.
also couldn't turn our AC on till Monday. So we went an extra day after getting running water till we could turn on our AC. That
Does that
might
have
be
something to do with water?
building. Well, yeah, because water runs through it to cool it.
Oh,
Maybe not all AC units, but ours. So
nice.
Serena,
Well,
did you kind of already do your obsessing?
I had two. But yeah, so Sabrina Carpenter, love. But then also Bridgerton. The
Yeah.
season 3 is out, the first part. The second part comes out in like a week or two or something.
13th.
And I'm just yeah, and they're doing very, very good press with it right now. And I think they're very smart with how they did this season. Like I'm mad they didn't release it all at once, but I think it's been very smart, like for marketing wise and everything. And like Nicola Coughlin or whatever, kind of the main girl of the season. She is just so funny and so charming and so beautiful and like I just love her. And she's just like a fangirl. Like she's an internet person. Like she loves all like, you know, celebrity drama and like she's like, yeah, she's just
Can
so
she
cute
like
and so
name every
relatable and
meme or something?
yeah, like she was yeah. She's very funny and she's just like and she's in her 30s, which surprised me.
She's like
And she,
37 or something. Like,
yeah,
yeah.
yeah. And people were like, "Oh my God, you look so young." And she was like, "Yeah, I was really broke in my 20s, so I couldn't travel." And so I never like got like a tan or anything because I never got to like I couldn't afford to travel to the beach and like lay in the sun. So that's why.
That baked potatoes for you.
No. I'm just eating like this. No. Haven't ordered pizza.
Ooh,
Mm.
yum. But anyway, so
But
Bridgerton.
yeah.
I'm very yeah, I don't know how part two is gonna go. Because I'm like, I feel like everything I don't know.
I know this season, I mean, I love Colin and Penelope, but
Mhm.
I feel like, and we've been rewatching the last two seasons because Kevin watched season 3, but he had never seen 1 and 2. And I'm
Mhm.
like, so much more was going on in the first 2 seasons than
Oh
in the
yeah.
third season. The third season, it's
Yeah.
like only Colin and Penelope, where the last
Yeah.
season, like everyone had storylines.
Mhm.
And I'm just like,
Well,
what is
yeah.
going on? I
Well,
mean, I
I'm
know
mad.
like some of them are married, but I'm like,
Mhm. Well,
this is weird.
I do think it is stupid, and I know part of it is the actors can't come back every season, but like the two couples that we've come to love in the past two seasons are not in this season.
Hmm.
Like Anthony and Kate are in it for like the first episode, and then they're gone.
I did see them in the
But
trailer for part 2, so they're coming back.
okay, good. But like Daphne and the Duke, not in it. Because like Simon was like, or the actor who plays the Duke didn't want to do Bridgerton anymore. So now they just like Daphne was in some of season 2, but I don't think she's gonna be in season 3, or I don't know.
I haven't
Um
seen her.
yeah, but I'm just like, how could you like let us get close to all these couples and then take it away?
Hmm.
Yeah, it just doesn't feel like enough is
Well,
happening. Yeah, like
people
you
said
said.
that the actor who did Simon like left for like to go to like a bigger career or something, like better his career.
Mhm.
And people are like, "Yeah, how's that going?
Yeah,
Haven't
exactly.
seen you
Yeah, yeah.
anything.
Yeah,
It's been
exactly.
4 years now."
Yeah. Meanwhile, the guy who plays Anthony is still doing
He's
other big
everywhere.
roles, but he's still coming to Bridgerton,
Hmm.
still showing up.
He's going to be the lead in the next Jurassic World.
Why are they making more of those?
I don't know.
Don't we get it already?
The same
They
story.
they need to stop. They need to stop. Ah. Oh, they need to
But I
stop.
am worried, like, now that we've got Colin and Penelope finally,
Mhm.
the other Bridgerton storylines, from what I've heard, are kind of weird. And I'm kind of like not excited.
Oh, what
Like,
do you mean?
Eloise's storyline is apparently
Mhm.
real weird. And
Mm.
Francesca's is just sad and weird.
Oh no.
So I'm like, I don't want those seasons.
Oh no. Well, it
I'm
seems
hoping
like
they'll do
Francesca.
Benedict next, but
It seems like Francesca. I think Benedict is supposed to be season 4. I think that's the prediction. But oh, it seems like Francesca was like gonna find someone this season. She's like, this house is too loud. I need to get out of here.
yeah. I mean, maybe they'll change it from the books, obviously, but
McKenna, we listened to you talk about Peter and the Starcatchers. Let's go.
literally.
I
But
didn't
like,
even talk about it. I just said, listen to my book club to hear
All
about
right.
it.
Well, we just heard you talk about how you had no water for the past
You guys
week or
know how
whatever.
many times I've heard you go on and on about like Taylor Swift and Olivia Rodrigo. I heard
That's
Sabrina
how I
Carpenter
feel. Well,
earlier,
that's how
and
I feel when you talk
girl,
about
you talked
Disney.
about Charles Darwin for 10 minutes earlier.
no, I didn't.
Talked about his book.
Um,
45 seconds.
but yeah, apparently, like, do you want to know? I don't know. You're not gonna read the book, right?
No.
Oh,
Well,
you don't
no, I
want to
probably won't. But don't tell me.
know? Okay. I'm
Not
just kind of
yet.
like disappointed. I don't want
Yeah.
to watch those.
Well, you'll
Well,
have to let us know how you feel after you do watch them.
all right. That's
In
fair.
10 years when we finally get them.
It's a lot of kids to get through.
Well, and, like it's been like 3 years since the last season.
2. Actually, I don't know. Anyway, what's O for you, Tori? Oh no, what's T? R? I can't
recommending.
spell. Yeah.
Recommending.
Shut up. Yes, you do. Buy a cast iron skillet.
Okay, cast iron cookware. No toxins, no chemical, just your iron. It's a pain to clean though. But you get
Yeah.
but you get some iron supplement from it too. If you're anemic, low iron.
Okay. I wrote this out. Okay. I'm on the hunt for new shoes for work, and I want to try something more water resistant since I'm working in and around water all the time. But I also want to get another pair of what I've been wearing for about a year and a half, which are what I'm going to recommend, the Adidas Pure Motion Adapt sneaker. It's so comfy, it dries quickly, except today when I gave myself a big old saltwater shower accidentally.
Is this paid?
Um,
Are you being paid for this?
No, I'm not. Uh, none of us are. And then I just wrote it out so like I would know
Yeah,
to say.
yeah.
And they also do great in the washing machine. So they're easy to clean.
Interesting if they're water resistant.
Well, I don't think they are. They just like dry quickly than my other sneakers.
Oh, I
Um,
see. Okay.
I'm looking for something more water resistant, but I want to go just buy another pair of those.
And
Um,
you have learned how important water is in last week. So how much resistance do you want?
yeah. So not only have I been obsessed with water, I've been obsessed with finding the right water resistant shoe for me.
Wow.
They have changed the shoe a little since I purchased them though, so I don't know about the new ones, but I would spend my money on them, and I'm a frugal girl. Um, and I tried a pair of like Crocs sneakers, but they were not nearly as comfortable. I think I'm gonna try just regular Crocs next, or like native
Or
shoes.
the Croc heels.
I don't think I want to wear heels at work.
It's Croc like they just have a little like nub at the back, but it's just Crocs.
Great, I don't want to do that.
They're water resistant.
Great. But that's it for what I'm recommending. The Adidas Pure Motion Adapt sneaker, not sponsored.
Dang. Perfect if you work in an aquarium or hate water.
Yeah, I just have to get a new one because like the tread's wearing, so like I'm slipping more.
Oh,
Or almost slipping.
that's
I'm
not
like
what you
doing
want.
the little ooh.
Oh no. Oh no. Well, my recommendation is make a fruit salad.
Yummy, yum.
Like buy all your fruit, chop it up, do whatever you got,
The
put it in a big
Hiawachi bowl or whatever. Hachi bowl.
I don't know what you're talking about. I don't know what you mean. This is just get whatever fruit you want, put it in a big container, and then it's the perfect snack to grab whenever you want. It's quick, it's easy, it's there. You just squeeze some like lemon or lime or whatever you want over
Passion
it to
fruit.
help keep it. You can do whatever whatever you want. It's
Passion fruit is fruit
delicious.
dressing.
You just gotta prep it because otherwise you're not gonna do it. So just prep it, big container, it keeps for a while. And it's summer, enjoy fruit while it's cheap and fresh.
In season.
Yeah.
And if you're like me and you're weird about fruits getting watery and weird and touching each other, you can put them in separate containers too. They don't have to be all together. But prep it is the key.
I don't recommend that, but yeah, prep it.
I don't like all my fruit touching each other. It's weird.
That's a fruit salad.
Yeah, like it's
That's
fine at
just
once,
not
but
my
like,
recommendation.
but like
Just
the next
imagine it all
day,
as
no.
one fruit.
I like the
One.
fruit salad on day one, but
Don't
then the
put like
next day it's
bananas
weird.
and shit in it.
It's like you
Don't put
don't want
bananas
the
in it.
raspberry juice in the app soaked into the apple.
Oh, I do.
And they're all like crushed on each
I go
other and
I shake it up and I
Yeah.
want them all mixed together. Except don't put bananas in it. Whatever you do, don't put bananas in it.
Unless you're eating
You
it
gotta,
right away.
yeah.
Just eat the banana.
Only add bananas if you're eating it right away. But other than that, no.
Okay. Last round. We're doing treating. Tori, how have you been treating yourself? One
Well,
thing.
clearly I bought books. Every week I'm like, you can buy a book on Friday for getting through the week, and then I don't. But then this week I bought 4. So,
Catching up.
well, really, Kevin bought them, but
Thanks, Kevin. I can't wait.
Thanks,
Um,
Kevin. Yeah, I
and I
can't wait
do-
to read them.
I do go to Goodwill to treat myself too, and just like find
Mhm.
some books there or random things.
Like I found a good hardcover of Catching Fire at Goodwill.
Mm.
Favorite Goodwill find ever.
And then, of course, coffee.
Well, that's
Serena's
not
hack
new.
of the iced Americano
Yes.
with a splash of oat milk.
Yes. Yes. Then you don't have to pay for oat milk. It's way cheaper than cold brew.
And they put more than a splash, trust me.
Oh,
I'm like,
you
man,
can,
this
like-
is white.
yeah. Yes. Unless you're like, I want cold brew. If you just want cold foam, order an iced Americano. It's like, it'll save you like $1 or something. But it adds up. You just have to add the cold foam to it. And then you can add creamer, and that's free, and it includes dairy-free creamer. And they put a lot in.
Yes.
And if you use it through the app, you'll add up stars, and then it takes another $1 off. So like, it's worth it.
And they've been doing like double star Thursdays. Always look at the offers before you place your order. Because you have to activate them, which is dumb.
So dumb. McKenna, your treat.
I've been treating myself to dance classes.
Oh, shut up! Show us your moves.
Oh yes, her hip hop. She put it on TikTok.
Ah!
And I've gotten better at that dance since. Because she did the same choreography the second week and added on a little more. But like she gave like different tips. So I could take the tips from both weeks. But yeah, I've been taking intro hip hop and intro ballet.
Shut up!
Is it like
That's
all
cool.
like older people?
There are a few, but
Not
it's
like
mostly
older, but like
around
not
my
kids.
age.
Okay.
Oh yeah,
Oh.
these are all adult. This is
So it's like an
18 and
adult
up.
class.
This
Okay.
is an 18 and up
Oh, that's
studio.
cool.
Okay.
Oh, are you gonna have a
Cool.
recital?
There's an optional one. You have to pay extra to
We
do it.
we
I'm not
still
doing
have costumes you can wear.
No, I would be in like a dance done. Like you sign up for a certain choreographer and you do their group dance.
Oh, I see.
You just go on my
Well,
TikTok.
let them know you've got a fire popcorn costume that you've been waiting to whip out after 30 years.
Tori's the one that did popcorn.
That's
It doesn't freaking matter.
I did
Has the
like
little
I was an alien.
gold hat like a colonel.
Yeah, I was an alien
And I wasn't put in dance for some reason.
because our dance
wanted to
teacher
play
in Foxtown
football.
was a scam artist, according to Mom.
No, I think Mom just wanted, because I was the last one, I think she just wanted to keep me home all the time.
I
That's my
mean, that
theory.
studio did close after we had our recital there.
Yeah, why wasn't I in piano then either? Why did you guys play piano and I didn't?
Huh. Wait, what? Maybe you didn't want to, and Mom didn't want to fight with you because you
I
were
doubt it.
stealing.
I still went and sat through all your lessons.
Did you take
That
a
is
butterfly
true. Why do you play any instrument, Serena? None?
I don't know. No, I played
Not even-
viola for a year.
Oh yeah.
3rd grade.
And then we moved. 4th grade. Right? 4th grade? Yeah, it was 4th grade. And then we moved.
No, you were in 5th grade.
No, 5th grade. That was 5th grade, yeah. Maybe that's why I was
Okay.
stupid growing up, because I had nothing to stimulate my brain.
You did football and cheerleading.
Yeah, that's gonna take away. Not add.
That creates the head injury.
Football, you have to memorize plays. Cheerleading, you have to
I was
memorize
not.
cheerleading choreography.
I did not memorize a single play. They put me in front of a boy and said, push him over.
You're
That's
like,
all I
okay,
could do.
hi, I'm Serena.
No, they would always think I was a boy, and then they'd make fun of my purple mouth guard, and then I'd be like, bitch, please. And then I take off my helmet at the end of the game and I go, I'm a girl.
And that's how she won homecoming
I,
princess.
I only played football for the drama.
Just for the reaction.
For the drama
They
and the
get beat
attention.
by a girl.
Hmm.
What else is new?
Okay, Serena, how have you been treating yourself?
Well, so I am almost done with my thesis, but it requires, some extra work like every other week or every 2 weeks, when I'm working on a new draft. And so sometimes I just need to like get an extra few hours of work in at night. And the only way I can motivate myself is if I go to a local coffee shop and buy one of their peanut butter and chocolate chip cookies.
Ooh.
I mean, it's a pretty big cookie. It's like that big.
Nice.
Wow.
But it's just going and buying the cookie and sitting down and getting an extra hour or two of work in helps. It helps.
Nice.
Amazing.
I don't like that
Fun.
the cookie is $4.25, but whatever.
Well, looks like
You're paying for the work time.
Exactly.
Worth it.
It's my stipend.
For my productivity.
It increases exponentially when I eat one of these cookies. Even extra if I have a chai with it.
Ooh.
With almond milk.
Ah.
So
Very nice, very nice.
I basically need $10 extra a week so I can buy these things.
Look, I was in a birth expo like
Right.
recently, and it's just sitting next to me, so I see it. So there's like a lactation consultant, and we made little swag bags for people, right? And we put them all in, like we donated stuff to put, or not, and we like gave them stuff to put in our swag bag. And her little swag kit, she put in a breast milk storage bag. Isn't that so clever?
But what are you gonna do with it?
I mean, I just have it.
I
But it has like,
see.
her card and like a little sample of stuff.
Oh, I see
And
the
she put
bag
it
with
in
her
a breast
stuff.
milk storage bag with her
That's
name
smart.
on it.
That's
That's so
smart.
clever and
That's smart.
cute.
That's a good idea.
And it even has breast milk storage safety on the back.
That's smart.
And good to know, Target Up and Up makes breast milk storage bag. Apparently approved by her. Future reference, tuck that away.
Okay, anyway.
Whee! Find your perfect summer vacation spot based on your book preferences. When you fully immerse yourself in the right vacation, your wildest fantasies can quickly turn into nonfiction.
I
That's
like murder.
What is your favorite book genre? Fantasy, thriller, mystery, romance, or nonfiction? I'm gonna go fantasy.
Fantasy. Yeah.
Fantasy household.
What is your favorite type of setting in a book? A bustling urban city, quaint countryside, a magical realm, or real life / historical?
Magical
Magical
realm.
realm.
Sure, yeah. Why do you read? To learn, to immerse yourself in a new world, to get swept away in romance, for the challenge.
McKenna reading The
Immersion.
Origin of Species. The challenge. To go to sleep.
Yeah, right.
I say, yeah, to immerse in a new world.
Yeah, to immerse yourself.
Oh God.
Which fictional world would you most like to visit? Hogwarts, Pemberley, the Hundred Acre Wood, or 221B Baker Street?
Ugh.
Hmm,
Probably
busy?
Hogwarts.
Like, if Hogwarts is like real? Yeah.
Yeah.
Post
Yeah.
Voldemort.
There was a
Yeah.
charm in
Eh.
between.
Yeah,
That
Hogwarts.
2005 charm that you just love.
Just don't go the year that they had the war.
Yeah. Graduate before.
Choose your
Graduate after
ideal.
the Tri-Wizard tournament.
Yeah, yeah. Choose your ideal
Before
reading
that, I don't
spot.
want to know such a degree.
Um,
Okay, choose your ideal reading spot. Go, Tori.
Choose your ideal reading spot. Cafe, airplane, by the fireplace, or library.
Fireplace.
Cafe.
Cafe. Although
Sometimes,
airplane means you're going somewhere.
Yeah, but
well, like,
also I read just like the flight from Orlando to Atlanta, and my eyes were so dry by the end of it.
Yeah.
well, like, but we're all reading romantasy books. You don't want to read all those in public.
Just depends which
True.
chapter you're on.
I guess I
I
just
was
don't really think I do prefer to read it alone. I just saw by the fireplace and I was like, I don't have a fireplace.
oh my God.
I would
Well, like,
prefer to read it like snuggled up on the couch.
I went to Denver recently and I was reading, I won't give it away from because I don't for McKenna, but I was reading this part of Empire of Storms and it was like getting to this point and I was like, oh, I need to stop. I can't read this on a plane.
Oh, yeah.
There are
Oh,
people near me.
Were they near a body of water?
Yeah. And I was like, oh God. Not here, not here. I was like, ooh, not public.
Which
I was like,
time
usually.
period?
Oh yeah, go ahead. Well, it's like
Which-
usually these Throne of Glass books are fine to read in public.
Yeah. I mean, yeah,
And then
there's really not much except
took a
for like
turn.
Empire of Storms and Tower of Dawn.
Yeah, it took a turn. I was like, oh shit.
Everything else is considered YA.
Yeah.
Which time period do you wish you could live in? Medieval, Victorian, Regency, 20th century.
What is the Regency era?
It's
Bridgerton.
like
Oh,
yeah,
Bridgerton?
Bridgerton.
It's like
Bridgerton.
1810s or something. 1820s.
Yeah, like early 1800s.
Hmm.
Victorians like late
then.
1800s, I think.
Oh, that's right. Victorians. Taylor Swift likes Victorian, so I'm gonna say Victorian. And my sister's name is Victoria.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Going
I'm gonna
20th
say-
century America.
Yeah. I will too, if that means like 40s, 50s kind of
Yeah.
thing.
World War.
Greece.
You
Oh,
want
well,
to
World
live
War ended
through-
in like
Sock hops.
1946 or 5.
Yeah, you just said 40s.
45.
Oh, you just don't want that many men to be around?
Yeah.
We're part of the baby
You
boomers.
just want to hang out with the girlies.
Want to witness the culture. Okay. Which
The
bookmark
ladies.
would you use? Some sort of beaded book thong, as we used to call it.
A little Bible book song.
A dollar bill. A cute little
Never.
fox like corner thing. And some flowers.
That sounds like a
Please
bad
don't put
idea.
flowers. You're gonna ruin the page of your book.
I guess I'll do the book thong.
Yeah.
I need the little fox.
That corner thing's gonna pop off.
Yeah.
How's that gonna
Yeah.
stay?
Hmm.
Well, I'll remember the page number too.
Oh,
Yeah.
what's the
Just in
point then?
It's a
Although I
fox.
am definitely the
It's
person that like uses random shit around their house, like receipts and toilet paper, and I've been
You read
using
it on
like
the
a paint,
toilet?
like a yeah. What? You don't?
Oh. No.
Or like if
No.
I am on the toilet and I'm like, putting down so I can like wipe, I put like Kevin's comb in it or whatever's there. And I have been using like a paint sample thing for a long
Oh,
time.
Yeah, that makes more
that's
sense.
yeah. That's crazy because you probably own so many bookmarks.
Oh, I do.
Yeah.
And I
Yeah, you
use
are.
this paint sample. All right, which book would you prefer to read? The Shining by Stephen King, The Great Gatsby by F. Scott Fitzgerald, The Lord of the Rings by J.R.R. Tolkien, or The Chronicles of Narnia by C.S. Lewis.
Yeah.
Well, I have Lord of the Rings on my list, and I've already read The Great Gatsby. I don't know what that means, if that's more of what I should pick here, because I have read it.
See,
This
I
is what
read
you
The
would prefer.
Hobbit for school and I found it really dull, except for the part with Smaug, whatever the dragon's name.
Smaug. Smaug.
That's the only part of the
I
movie I watched too.
I would like to read the Lord of the Rings series just because I feel like everyone read The Hobbit in like 7th grade and I didn't. Uh,
Mm.
so another thing missing from my childhood.
Exactly.
That and state
I've
capitals.
I've
I
been to
didn't
one
read
of
The
the
Hobbit either. Our school
Oh.
just didn't do it.
Oh.
Yeah, I read it in Australia. Well, I guess you were in Australia for year 7.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
What is your favorite book trope? The Chosen One, Found
Hmm.
Family, Unbreakable Codes, what? Slow burn romance. I would say Found
Mm.
Family.
Ah.
Hmm.
Yeah,
I
I'm
like
kind of over
Unbreakable
Chosen One.
Codes.
Um,
What
Sailor
Unbreakable
found
Code would be? Just like
like a mystery. Like it's like this is
Yeah.
impossible to solve, but they
something
do.
like only this person can do.
Yeah, and I was
Uh,
like, maybe I'll crack it before them.
hmm.
But they usually
I
don't give you
I
enough
did in Crown
information
of
to do.
Midnight.
I'll probably do slow burn romance.
McKenna, Crown of Midnight is a YA book. You're above YA. That's why I figured it out.
That's- This does not
You
go
are
towards
no
your reading
longer YA.
Olympics.
Age range. Hate to break it to you.
This does
Okay.
not go.
Okay. Tropes I actually like though are like anything at a private school and or boarding school and
Mm.
like
Deadly.
training
I like
and
Deadly
stuff like that.
Trials. That's like a common thing. Deadly
Oh.
Trials. Like
All right.
ACOTAR, Hunger Games, that kind of thing.
I love dystopia, but that's a genre. Anyway,
Yeah.
go on.
All right. Choose the book quote that resonates with you the most. You have bewitched me, body and soul. Pride and Prejudice. I am not afraid of storms, for I am learning how to sail my ship. Little Women. When you play the Game of Thrones, you win or die. Game of Thrones. It does not do to dwell on dreams and forget to live. From Harry Potter. Harry Potter.
Yeah, probably Harry Potter.
Harry Potter.
Oh, what the fuck?
Donegal!
Oh,
Yeah.
same.
Same.
Well, Tori,
Did we
had
go
all the
there?
same answers except for one.
Yeah, have we already been there?
Did we go
I
there?
don't think we went to, or no, we went to Donegal. Did we go to Donegal Castle?
I think that was like the one it was like kind of by itself. We like drove there
We
and we just
were,
did that and left.
or was it
I feel
when
like this is
there
the
was
one
like
that was associated with the Butlers.
no. That was south. That was near Cork.
Yeah,
That
I
was, yeah,
remember
between
this.
Cork and Dublin.
It didn't have much. It was just kind of there, really close, yeah, to the town.
Yeah.
And like we walked, yeah. I kind of remember this.
With like
See
mm,
it?
the big courtyard one was Dungar Castle with the tree stump chair.
I swear we went in these rooms. Like maybe they just all look the same.
No, that looks right with
That
the
looks
little
like
museum cases.
Yeah, it had the
That
little
looks like
museum
inside
stuff around
Butler
it.
Castle.
No.
That's what I'm saying. I think this is the
No.
castle.
Butler Castle, that one was in Cork. Or near
Like
Cork.
I remember this like
It
split
was
walk.
near Waterford.
No?
No, the Butler one, like whatever
No,
it
I
was,
don't know.
was much bigger. That's not the Butler one. The Butler one was in the beginning of our trip when we
Where
started
on
our
the
trip
map
south.
is Donegal?
Northwest.
Oh, hold up. This is the video from my phone.
Yeah, right?
It's not, yeah, it was
It's
after
the one with the
Galway.
tree stump chair, right? Oh my gosh, yeah, I literally just typed in Donegal and it's on my phone. The literal same castle I was just showing it. Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I'm agreeing with. But that is not Butler Castle.
Well, we
Girl,
went to too many dang castles.
Okay, so we've
well,
already
that's the whole point of
been
Ireland.
there, done that with Donegal.
Yeah, we already went.
Oh, and it was near that big like monastery that we walked around, the ruins.
Yeah.
I think so,
And
yeah.
we were there
It
for
was
like ever. Like
the
this.
same day. Yeah.
I like
Mhm.
that Serena.
Ireland. Yes, I remember that outfit. That is the outfit I wore in that castle. Well, yeah. The Great Famine, Donegal Choctaw keeps Ireland link alive. Native American tribesman honors Great Famine debt.
That's so funny. Oh my god. We already went there.
Anyway, we've already been to Donegal.
Lol.
Thanks, Mom, for knowing our
Our
dream
perfect
vacation
vacation.
destination. Yeah.
Based on the books we read.
That's so funny. Like so funny.
She knows us so well. All right, well,
Oh, mommy.
bye.
Yeah. Thanks
You're
for
going.
listening, guys.
Thanks for
Listen
tuning
to all of our
in.
favorites if you want to hear more of our favorites and recommendations. Have ones for 2021, 2022, and 2023. And you know I'm already working on my 2024 list.
Yep. Same. No, I'm not. I'm gonna work on it that day.
Yes, you are. But then afterwards, you're gonna be like, oh, what about
Yeah, I'm gonna be like, oh, I should have said that.
Yeah. Always.
Yeah.
this? This is so
No.
I have to do less thinking in the future. As I think it now, I don't have to dig back up later.
Yes. But you have to remind yourself to do it now, which takes thinking, whereas I don't have to.
No, just like once a month, I might go through and be like, anything stand out?
All right, well, that's thinking I don't have to do right now. Sure, it all
Alright.
evens out.
Yes. All right.
All right.
Thanks for tuning in.
Bye.
Thanks for listening to this week's Long Distance Sisters. Be sure to subscribe for more episodes and leave a good review.
And check out the video version on our YouTube channel.
You can find all of our other social media information in the description.
Talk to you later.
Bye.